Happy Monday. It's your boy Mark Evans, DM, coming to you live from Parkland, Florida. Actually hanging out in the office today. It's a little warm out there. Plus, we have something crazy going on outside. Not crazy, but a little owl, baby owl. I'll have to post it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll show it to you here later today. But my wife got a little, it can't be 3 inches, 5 inches tall max, but pretty wild. There's a little owl on our driveway. So we're out there rescuing animals over here when we're not building businesses. Anyways, hope you guys had an amazing weekend. And for all your fathers, happy Father's Day. Hope you guys had a great Father's Day. Good morning, Dylan. First off, guys, I want to say thank you very much for all the amazing, overwhelming birthday wishes and messages and emails and calls and texts. I got hundreds and hundreds still to follow up with, but I appreciate you guys. If I don't get to you quickly, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm got 500 other people in front of you. What's up, John? Good morning, buddy. Thank you. Good morning, Jeremy. Thank you, buddy. Good morning, Doug. So today I was thinking about something very interesting to me. I see so many people, trying to get rich, digging the ditch. And I think about this because my buddy and I were talking, I've seen, just so many people where I grew up, that's how people say, that's how you're going to get rich. Just doing the work, going out to the field, doing the work. I'm not saying you can't make money doing that, but I don't know anybody that's rich necessarily digging ditches. Hard work, really what we're talking about is hard work is not necessarily going to pay off in big numbers. Hardest working people don't necessarily make the most money. From my experience, if that was the case, coal miners and ditch diggers would be the richest people in the world, right? They're genuinely working really hard to make a couple bucks. Good morning, Monoplazo. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, guys. Hope I said that right, my man. So as I'm sitting here thinking about the ditch digger, just trying to figure out, hey, they're digging the ditch, they're doing all the hard work, but what are they using, right? Are they using a spoon? Are they using a shovel? Are they using a traco? Are they the owners of the company that digs the ditch? They hire people to dig ditches for them. And I want you to start thinking there's nothing wrong with digging a ditch, by the way. The problem lies in digging the ditch forever, not evolving and developing to someone bigger and better and stronger and more financially aware. See, I talk about this in The Magician versus the Mule book a lot because it's a very high-level mule behavior that we've all been instilled. Work hard, work hard, work hard. Well, my biggest fear with working hard is that why do we continuously have the same problems and we're working hard and harder than we ever have? Why is that? What is the separation? See, I know, I get it. The reason most people digging ditches never get to the next level is because they take pride in their work. And that's awesome. You should take pride in all your work you do, right? But what happens is when they're taking pride in their work, they're not thinking about how to make it better, more efficient, more effective, more profitable, more streamlined. These are the things as I'm thinking about all the time. See, guys, before back in the day when I was 16, 17 years old, side jobs I would do for my uncles and my dad and them is putting insulation in attics or under the crawl space or in the walls. Just so you know, I'm highly allergic to insulation because the fiberglass and all that. I'm talking instant, that stuff is in the air. I'm instantly sneezing, coughing, my throat's closing up, my skin's itching like crazy, but I still did it. I still worked hard because I wanted the money to take the money to go do something bigger. See, if I was a ditch digger today, I'd be digging a ditch and figuring out how to reverse engineer myself out of the ditch. Because if not, you're going to constantly be stuck into the ditch digging mentality. Wake up, repeat process. Wake up, repeat process. Wake up, repeat process. And again, I'm not knocking the ditch digging. What I'm knocking is the mental thought process of while you're digging the ditch, what are you doing? What are you listening to? What are you plotting? What are you planning? And in business terms, this is the person, when I say digging a ditch, that might not necessarily mean you're actually digging a ditch, but you might be out there on the front line talking to buyers, talking to sellers, talking to investors, talking to the bankers, going to the closings, talking to the seller, all these pieces. And the reason you won't hand it off is because no one will do it as good as me. I know, I say the same stupid shit. It's stupid. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But guess what? If they only did it at 50% as good as you, but did it consistently every single day, not only is it 50% today, but it's going to improve. And not only that, It takes it off your plate. Now you don't have to do it. Now you're starting to build a real organization, a real business. See, you got to instill into them. I miss the beginning days of building businesses because you could literally ride side by side. Someone could be side by side like a fly on the wall with you and seeing how you work. That's good and bad, by the way. Because the problem with it is they can pick up your bad habits. They can see what you do wrong. They can see what you can get away with. See, when you hire people for a very specific job role and title, you get them in such a tight box that that's all they do all day 24/7 or 8 hours a day in business. All day. They'll do it better than you just through repetition. So they might not be better at you on the conversation, but they'll always beat you out on consistently showing up with constant repetition. Constantly building it. You make 3 calls, they make 30 calls. You make 500 calls, they make 3,000 calls. You got to understand, when you're building a business, you're working on 80 different things. You're an accountant, you're a CFO, you're the bookkeeper, you're the financial advisor, you're the salesperson, you're the admin person. I mean, you're all these things. How do you think you could be the best at all these pieces? What in our right mind thinks that people can't do it as good as us? Why do we think that? What if, just what if they could do it better? What if? And I know maybe you've hired people and it hasn't worked out that well. Well, then I would ask you to say, what's the common thread in the hiring and process? It's you. Did you hire quick? Did you have a plan in place? Did you have like a job description? Did you have accountability pieces in places? What did you give them to be successful? See, you've evolved. I don't treat my employees the way I used to treat them a year ago, let alone 24 years ago when I started. What's today's date? I don't even know today's date. Today's 24 days, 24 years, 1 day I've been in business. June 21st, 1996 when I started my business. It's a long time. Turned the Big 4-2. I remember I just graduated high school, got the first seamless gutter set up, and I was rolling. I remember no one would talk to the client like me. No one would show up and do the work like me. Everyone would play around when the cat's gone, the mice will play, right? But we have to understand you can only get so far digging ditches. Until you wake up and realize you have to be thinking higher level problems. My biggest fear is having the same problem 6 months from now. I don't want the same problems. I say this openly and seriously. I don't have $100,000 problems. My problems are millions of dollars of problems. See, most of you are sitting there, you have $10 problems, you have $50 problems, you have $500 problems. Why? You've been in business for 10 years. How do you have the same small time problems? Your problem is not the fucking electric bill that's $3 over budget. Your problem isn't the system that you're processing your payments at 3.2% instead of 2.8%. Your problem is you have the same problems. That's the problem. As a business owner, if you have the same problem 6 months from now, shame on you. You should not have the same problems. You need to be having hiring problems, firing problems, financial problems, and I'm talking good problems like, hey, I owe too much to the IRS. Hey, I need to do this to the W-2s. I need to blah, blah, blah. These need to be your problems where you're strategizing. You're taking your brain power and strategizing on big shit that moves the needle. See, the truth is most people are moving. They think they're moving the needle, but the only thing they're doing is just blowing hot air. Why do you need to move the needle and save $3 a month? That's not moving any needle, by the way. You know what I mean? What are you doing over there? Why is this happening to you as a business owner? Why does your mind force you to think about saving $7? I see you guys online posting stuff on your Facebook like, yo, dude, I just saved $17 on my new insurance plan. Dude, who cares? Why even waste the breath telling anybody? It's not even a good thing to talk about. $17? Hey, man, I get the best leads for free. Check this out. Free? There's no scalability in free. That's not a business. That's a hobby. I can get free stuff all day long, but it's only going to be like 1 or 2. And then what? How do you scale? Who are they calling? Why are they calling me? Dude, I want them calling my team. I want to use me as the voice, position my team to get the fruit of my labors, if you will. I want to be one to many. I want you guys focusing on your podcast shows. I want you focusing on your books. I want you focusing on your content. I want you focusing on your business development. I want you focusing on your hiring processes. I want you to focus on building something big. You're capable of it. I'm mad at you because you're not. Do you ever get mad at yourself and just get pissed off and just like, you say, screw it, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm mad. I'm so mad I'm going to do something about it. That's a good thing. See, all you guys out here thinking everything's unicorns and rainbows. Who knows? Today I might have to fire someone. I know they're hiring people today, but we might have to fire someone. We just fired someone Friday on the weekend before Father's Day. And yes, he's a father. It's not we're dicks. He didn't do his job. It's part of life. It's cut and dry. You do your work or you don't. I'm cool either way. We'll find someone that will. See, I'm not worried about that stuff anymore. I used to worry about that stuff. I have teams that are executing it because I hired the right team members to do it the right way. It's not always easy. I liked the person. He was a good dude, but he didn't do his job, so he's stealing. Yes, he's stealing. Most of you watching this are thieves as well. Thieves to your employer, that you have an employer that's allowing you to like work from home and you're out there moonlighting, trying to learn real estate or business building or whatever. I'm not knocking it. Just do it on your time, not their time. I have a lot of people that work with me. I want them to elevate, but I don't want them to die for their side hustle. See, listen, when you're growing and developing, you got to understand, you got to make real tough decisions. You got to set real core values. You got to do stuff you don't want to do all the time. I don't want to call my financial guy today. I don't want to talk to the tax accountant tomorrow. I don't want to fucking deal with my team Wednesday morning. I have to, though. It's my job. See, the thing is your problems are always the same problems. You show up to dig the ditch and you're using the same shovel, talking the same shit, same thing, different day. Don't you see a problem in that? It's okay to be a different day. It's okay. It's different. Dude, you show up, if everyone's digging a ditch and you show up in a backhoe and you start digging real ditches, you're just using your efficient brain. It's funny, Mark and I were talking yesterday. He's like, Daddy, I want to be a firefighter. I'm like, that's awesome. Why do you want to be a firefighter? He's like, I love firefighter trucks. I'm like, well, why don't we build firefighter trucks and sell them to firefighter businesses and you get the best of both worlds and you don't even have to have a job. You don't have to go fight fires. You actually can hang out. Build fire trucks. You want to do that? Yeah, you can do that, Dad? Of course. Someone's selling those fuckers fire trucks. Why can't it be you? Hey, Paul said, I got to go walk my dogs, but I just wanted to add something to what you're saying, my Lord, and that is countering companies that I've worked for that have hired people to start gossip, create problems, and don't. All right, go walk your dog. I don't. And I'm the one that suffers. Quit suffering, man. You're always on here talking all this negative stuff, dude. Get a life. I'm not your guy, man. You're such a pussy. Straighten up. Figure it out. You're saying all these people. Well, guess what? You're the common thread in this job system. Maybe you're the dick. Maybe you're the bad person. Maybe you're the problem. Have you ever thought about that? Seriously. I wouldn't tell. If anything, Paul, I would just avoid the question and move on. But dude, you're always on here talking all this goofy shit. The way your brain thinks is not the way my brain thinks. You would get fired. First of all, we wouldn't even hire you. Secondly, you'd get fired in 12 seconds once your bullshit got shaken out of the tree. Because you're a negative Nelly. Your brain, you're so in it, you don't even know you talk like that. It's not serving you, buddy. It's not serving anybody. It's going to take you to your grave miserable. Have you guys ever, again, I talk about this in Magician versus Me, the thought on the thoughts. Why is your brain talk? The way you talk is going on in your brain. If anybody in their right mind reads Paul's messages, you know the fucker's got problems. And I'm not calling you out to be a dick, dude. I want you to help you. You got to help yourself, though. You got to realize you have a problem. You got to address it. You got to fix it, man. It's always the same shit. Why would they give you a good reference? Sounds like you're the piece of shit. Why would they not talk shit about you? Because you're doing shitty stuff, so you're going to get shit talked about you. They don't talk shit about, by the way, people talk shit about me all the time. I'm too busy performing and producing. I don't hear about it. They're talking, oh, dude, he thinks he's big and bad because he makes all this money. There's different types of shit talking going on. Like, yo, man, this guy's fucking on my nipple, won't stop taking my money, and he's out there doing nothing for it. That's different than, yo, man, that guy's killing the game. Shit, like, there's different types. So, Paul, if you want something bigger in your life, my man, you got to change your mindset, dude. You got to change your environment. You got to change it. Sounds like you got to change your position. All this stuff you talk about, all this God, I don't hear it. It's all noise to me. I'm too busy producing. I'm too busy working for me. I'm too busy trying to figure out how to get better. I'm not worried about what so-and-so says because I can't control them. See, you understand, guys, when people talk shit about you, they're talking about themselves, not you. They're just using you as the pin cushion. I don't mind when people talk shit about it. I actually like it. It makes me want to work more. It makes me want to accomplish more. It makes me want to show you even more. I need new haters. I hate having the same haters. Haters are spectators, right? They're watching every move. Why they're watching me and what moves I'm making, they're taking away from what they should be doing. You guys understand that, right? So again, ditch digging. Ditch digging. You got a spoon, Steve's got a shovel, and I've got a bobcat or a backhoe or a trackhoe. Who's winning the game of life? Well, dude, if you just want to sit out there and get a tan and dig a ditch, that's a different conversation than if you want to get out there and produce big stuff. Look for the most efficient, most effective way, where your time's best spent. Go get your CDL license. Go learn how to manage and use the trackhoe. You think digging a ditch by hand can make more money than digging a ditch using a piece of machinery? Of course not. You can make so much more because you can be more productive, create more results, and help more people. Learn a different skill. Step your game up. When you're digging the ditch, what are you listening to? What are you feeding your brain with? When you're not digging the ditch and you're at home and you're sitting there chilling out watching whatever bullshit you watch, why not just step back and watch and start writing, start reading, start listening to podcast shows? We have to elevate. You have to learn how to delegate. And then you also got to ask yourself, what should I eliminate? You have to eliminate. Most of you guys are doing stuff you shouldn't even be doing. It's not going to do anything for you. You're busy as hell. But are you productive? Is it wild to me that so many people are so busy and yet their bank account remains the same or goes less? Why is that? Why? How are you so busy and your bank account's not growing drastically? Maybe it's because you're working on the wrong things. Maybe it's because you're focused on nothing. Have you ever considered what you could not do and still create the same results? Have you ever considered that? There's probably a third of the things you're doing daily that you probably could not do and still get the same results, if not better results. Why? Because you have more time to focus on the things that are producing. Not every action is created equal. We know that, right? Not every action is created equal. They're all important pieces of the puzzle. That's what I talked about 2 weeks ago about I don't believe in self-made. We're all team-made. I wouldn't be here. Beacon's helping me do the video. I have teams helping me do audio. I have teams helping me do my books. I have teams helping me run my companies. I have teams around me. I have teams helping me with my personal financial goals. I have teams around me. I can't do it on my own. When I tried to do everything on my own, I made little money and I was more stressed and more frustrated. You got to take the mule mentality out of this brain. It's not serving you. It can't. Some pieces will get you to where you're at. Is it going to get you to where you want to go? You have to start thinking about that. You have to really start dialing that in. And then you start reverse engineering your activities to get the results. If you say, Mark, I want to build 10 houses a month. I have the land. but I don't have the money. Well, you need money and you need teams. My first question would be, how much money can you get today? How many teams can you put on the market? Like, you need foundation crews, you need electrical crew, framing crew. I mean, there's a lot of pieces here. Do you have them? And if no, well, how many times are you talking about it? Who are you talking to about money? Who are you talking to about hiring? Who are you talking to about staging? Who's going to do the project management? You start asking different questions to get different results. Data, not drama. Mark, I need more money. Great. How many times have you asked for money today? 0. Fuck, you think money just flies out of the air? Ask for the money. Everywhere. Where? Everywhere. How? By asking. That's it. That's it. I just gave you the big secret. That's how you get money. You ask. Keep asking. Don't stop asking. Always talk about the money. For some reason, most of you guys don't like talking about money. Get lots of it. You want lots of money. You want to get your money. You want to give big stuff to people, give it away, do amazing things for yourself, your family, take care of your health better. Money's a good thing. Don't let anybody tell you any different. How you get it, that's a different story. What's up, Jennings? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Paul? My nose is itching. That means you guys are talking about me, right? But Mark, I need more. Hire more people. Okay, cool. How many interviews have you done last week? 0. Okay, what about last month? 0. What about last quarter? 0. Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Fucking run some ads, get some people in your door and have conversations. Until then, shut the fuck up. Let's get to work. Guys, I don't know. I don't know how to complicate simplicity. Most of you are complicating how to go to the bathroom. I sit here, this is what I think about, I swear. How do most people go to the bathroom? It's that simple. You walk into the bathroom, you shut the door, you lock it, you grab your phone, whatever you do. But some of you guys are overcomplicating everything. Why? It's not serving you. Guys, again, when I say it's simple, that means work. It takes work, it takes effort, it takes drive, dedication. You got to put in the work. The question is, which work are you putting in? And that's the difference. What I've realized is when I say work, you hear work in the way you hear work. Words are very powerful. When I say hard, you hear a different type of hard than I hear. When I say simple, you hear something different than I say. So until we understand what these words mean in context, it's really tough to help you get rolling. Good morning, Danny. What's up, my man? Appreciate all the comments too, Danny. But at the end of the day, folks, I just want you to know not all work is created equal. I've been watching Beacon. He's here. I've been watching Beacon actually trying to grow and help me on my social media stuff. He's hiring people. Some are good, some are bad, most are bad. And then he just takes it in and does it. But he drops the ball in a lot of shit. Beacon, you should be on here to defend yourself. But he drops the ball in a lot of shit. So I'm watching him.
I'm here.
He doesn't think so, but I'm watching. He's not good at hiring. He's not good at handing off. He's not good at setting expectations. He's not good at giving direction. There's a lot of things he's still learning. I'm not mad at that. I'm more mad he's not hiring more people. I'm more mad he's not messing up more. Why? Because I know it's a process. It's all part of the game. You know what I mean? Beacon, what do you think about that? You should defend yourself here real quick.
Nah, I mean, you just hit it, the hammer on the nail, man. Like, how do I say it? Hiring, not hiring. It's like the moments you need to hire is the moments in your mind you feel like you've already got everything taken care of and you don't need to hire. So when it came to me looking for people, I knew I needed to hire people. I started hitting the friction. People weren't producing the work the way I did it. And so I went through the phase of like, all right, now I have to take everything back under my hands. Like I'm the only one that can do it the best. So now it's like I'm learning how I can't just not find new people. I can't just not build a team. So I'm putting this in my schedule, reaching out to new people, testing new people out. Like Mark said in a couple episodes back, you know, you might have to go through 20 assistants, 20 people before you find the right one. So I'm only through 3. So I'm just going through the process. But yeah, I have to make sure I'm building this team. I can't just completely just get submersed into all this work.
So again, Beacon, I'll help you here because you're getting paid to sit here and listen and learn, right? Number one, you need to start setting better expectations on your people. You need to give them a framework of what to do and how to do it. You need to show them examples of what you've done and what you like and why you like it. You can't just show them. You got to give a reason behind it. That's how they buy into it. It's a core value. Like you got to buy into the big picture, right? And if they don't buy into the big picture, dude, they're just transactional. Transactional work will never be quality work. It's always transactional. It could be good. It won't be quality forever. And not only that, like once you find a good one, you want them around forever, right? So you want to talk to them. This is not just a job. This is a career. This is something you can help make a move. You got to paint the picture so much bigger than, yeah, can you fucking do it or not? Yes or no. It's like, dude, listen, we're building out a big platform. We have a lot of different clients coming in. We're looking at growing this. I'd love for you to be a part of the team and help inspire more young people to grow and help me make better productions, 15-second clips, 30-second clips, 60-second clips. Where's the best way to start? What's your unique ability? Like, find out where they're good at, where they're weak at, where they're strong at, where they can help you build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you need to stop worrying about the money because that's the real. That's how you're hiring. You're actually hiring people through money. You are. And I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. It's just that's a problem oftentimes. You're going for the cheap, expecting the best. It's kind of backwards. You got to pay for I'm not saying pay more. You got to pay the most to get the best, but typically that's what happens. That's why they're the best. They understand the value. Right. So instead of trying to get something for $3, pay $7 and be done with it, or whatever. So and it's not only a $4 difference; it's 125% difference in price, 3 to 7, right? So you need to be looking at that and build this out. And not only that, man, give them a simple job. If they can't do a simple job and, make it tough on them initially out of the gate. Beacon, I'm going to send you over 2 links. That's exactly what I need you to do. This would be part of my hiring process, by the way. Even if it's the same video over and over and over and over. Because I'm not trying to get them to produce a piece of content. I'm trying to get them to qualify for the job to create content. Way different path. Now I know what's working, what's not. Now I know if it's me or them. Right? Because oftentimes we're like, dude, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not being clear. Maybe I'm not this. Maybe I'm not giving good enough directions. If it's structured on the front end, dude, you just have a site, you have a system. Send me your resume, do this, do that, do this, do that. Send me this. Here's the 2 pieces. Here's what I need. Within 24 hours, once I get that, then we'll go to step 2. If they can't follow basic directions, kick them out. They're gone immediately. Put 100 people in that funnel, dude, maybe 5 or 7 actually follow all the way through.
That is facts. Now I have to make this framework and just start giving them the small tasks. My problem is I kind of just unload it. I'm like, hey guys, here's the Dropbox. Here's access to everything you need.
You and I've talked about this. That's your problem, dude.
Yeah.
You got diarrhea of the mouth. You got diarrhea of ideas. It's not good for anybody, man. I'm telling you, dude. It's a problem. I used to be the same way. You got to harness your excitement. Because you think you're helping them, dude. You're actually hurting them and you. You can't get them around any idea because you're like, boom, 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 boom. Dude, no, you guys are chasing 87 rabbits at the same time.
No, that is facts. I got to simplify it. I overcomplicate it all.
Shut up. That's what you got to do. You got to simplify and shut up. Like when you're ready to talk, to tell them more, just shut up. When you're getting ready to get excited, just pay attention to that feeling and shut up. Get back to it next week, tomorrow, whatever, not now. Beacon, do you know the task? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, repeat the task. I got to get a 15-second video. I got the 3 video links. I'll have it to you. Here's the Dropbox file. Boom, done. Okay? Good. Dude, your interview process is 3 minutes long.
Right.
You don't even have to talk to anybody.
No, I know. I could have it as an email template and just start just sending it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to build out that framework.
Dude, it's simple. It's a 1-page document. So like what we do, a lot of people don't know this. I mean, we're behind the scenes in our company. We're hiring. We have ads out every single day for every single position constantly running if we're hiring or not. The reason we're doing that is because it's a recruiting platform. It's recruiting constantly. If you're not constantly recruiting, why can't you come and complain to me saying you can't hire anybody? Well, dude, there's people to hire. People won't work. Right now, there's 30 million people that are unemployed. There's more opportunity now than ever to hire some top people. But beside the point, like when we're hiring, we give them, like, send in an email here and do this, and then they have, like, we'll give them something further down. So it's not just copy paste. They actually got to put thought into it and send. What we're doing is that's a just so you know, that's a funnel. 100 people send in a thing, maybe 5 actually do what they're supposed to do. So instead of me wasting my time with 95 dickheads, I go focus on the 5 people we can actually work with.
Right. That's the best. I love it.
Dude, so create a thing. Say, I need a 15-second clip. You're looking for video, right? Like cool video?
Yeah.
I need a 15-second clip. Here's my guy's logo. Here's the intro. Here's the outro. Boom, boom, boom. Throw these pieces together. Get back to me when it's done. What I'm looking for is communication, efficiency, effectiveness, and quality. Immediately. And that's how I'm scoring them, dude. There's no emotion. It's data, not drama. Did they show up? Did they communicate? Did they do a great job? And is it executed well? Yes or no? It's either yes or no on all these. It's not maybe it wasn't me, maybe it was him, maybe his internet was down. I don't give a shit. Did he get it done? Yes or no? That's it, dude. Right. And if you have that constant recruiting arm out there, you have 50, 60, 70, 100, 200 people want to work with you.
I got it.
Creatives don't need more creativity. Creatives don't need more creativity. They need someone like you to be a business builder, business owner, to hand them down creative aspects. Hey, you're my 15-second person. Hey, you're this person. Hey, you're the video person. Hey, like whatever they are, that's why they all have different niches in there. And you can't be sharing all your ideas with all these guys. They don't need the ideas. They need execution of an idea.
Right.
Execute. Dude, you're actually hurting them if you don't do that. You're hurting yourself. You're fucking up my social media as well.
All right. No, you make a valid point. So right now I just got to be the hub and simplifying it for the whole team. If I'm not simplified, whoever I work with will not be simplified, or it would be all complicated.
Dude,
no, that's an eye opener for me.
Your people sourcing through through all these. You guys understand, like Upwork. There's so many sites that you can literally, Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, all these sites that you can go to, post your job and positions, what you're looking for, and you're going to have tons and tons and tons of people respond. More people than you've ever thought. And I'm not even talking about posting on Facebook. I haven't even talked about posting on Craigslist. I haven't even talked about posting on Indeed. I mean, it's endless. It's literally endless.
Right.
So you need a constant recruiting like front end, human testing. That's what we're doing, dude. You're literally testing human beings through a funnel. It's outsourcing humans. I mean, you're outsourcing activities through a human. Most people think a system is all about an online or an operating. Like, dude, this is an operating system. I place ads on the average, ad's going to get 20 responses. Per 20 responses, we're going to get one high quality. Like, there's a formula to it. I'm not saying go deep. This doesn't move the needle that much. But where you're at, dude, what it does, it forces you to simplify to get results for guys like me. If you get better results, dude, you not only does it take stress off your back, it actually adds value to me and you.
Right.
So when you're working on our store, the Mark Evans DM store for the last 3 weeks, you dropped the ball on 17 other things. That doesn't feel good when you do that. Because now what happens, you start creating anxiety, and that starts compounding. Everyone talks about compounding effect in a good way. That's a compound effect in the negative way. Dude, you're ditch digging, and the problem is you're digging the ditch with like a needle. So it's like you're going to get very little activity with your hands. So you're only going to get so far before you get wore out. And not only that, now me as the owner, I'm like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Dude, we're watching. You know that. We talk about that all the time. But like, if that's what you're doing and dealing with, I see this as owners, like, stop. You're ditch digging, trying to expect big stuff. Dude, if you're a ditch digger, and that's what you want to be, just be a ditch digger. But don't talk shit like you're trying to be big time. Don't act like you're going to buy your dream Lamborghini. By the way, you could never buy a Lamborghini doing what you're doing, BK. It just won't work.
Right.
It just can't work. It's impossible. You might not even be able to afford the fucking insurance on the Lamborghini doing what you're doing.
No, facts.
So until you change that, like you got to be the spoken hub. You got to think like I'm the spoken hub. How do I like right now the wheel's bent and it's all like whatever. You need to like how do I streamline it? How to get a very clear, crystal clear picture of what I want, what I expect, and deliverability. Community, like that's your job.
Right.
Hey, what's up, Christopher? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Prophet? What's up, John? Thank you guys for being here.
No, that right there just it's like I'm trying to push that whole initiative forward too much, and it's like I keep forgetting I just need to get people through the door and through step one. Just step one. And how many times can that person consistently produce step one before I move them to step two? That's what I'm
saying. This is all communication. This is all conversation and communication with them. Are they doing good? Why am I trying to take them to stage 2 if they can't do stage 1? Why am I trying to take them to stage 2 even if they do good work but they're stuck at communicating? Why am I moving them to stage 2? I'm paying attention to all those activities through implementation, not through conversation, not through a piece of paper. I went to this school. I did this. I did that. I don't give a fuck what you did. You paid a company to write that for you. I want to know, can you do the job? Yes or no? That's all I care about. And if you can do the job, and can you do it efficiently? Can you do it effectively? Can you do it with great communication? Yes, like we're going to find out. What's up, Michael? You know what I mean? And that's what you need to do with your business. You need to get your team. You need to think you need to become a different beacon to get to the next level. That's what I'm saying. Right. And you're moving in the right direction. You're doing it. But you're doing it on my dime. So I need a refund.
I gotta move quicker. No, it's
whoa. You don't have to move quicker. You have to know that you're moving. You're moving quick, dude. That's the problem. You're moving quick. The problem is you're on the treadmill trying to figure out how to get around the track. You can't get around the track. You're on the fucking treadmill handcuffed. You're running 100 miles per hour, but you're not going anywhere.
Right. No, that is
like this is the problem, dude. This is all businesses. I need to go faster. I need to go quicker. I need to go harder. Well, why would you go faster on the problem? Why would you go harder on the problem? What are we trying to do? You got to stop. You got to say, hey, this is what I want. This is where I'm at. And then you got to create a new path possibly. Oftentimes it's not faster and harder. Oftentimes it's smarter and better.
It's like more efficient. It's like I'm moving more efficiently by not having to pull too many levers, if that makes any sense. Like, just simplify it. Just step 1 to step 2. Me, in my head, I'm thinking, all right, I have 5 different actions that I need to get done before 8:30. With those 5 different actions, each one coincides to the other. And it's like, no, that right there puts me in analysis paralysis. And the way I get through those 5 actions is by just taking it from step 1. And then when I'm done with step 1, I'll take it to step 2. And the next thing I find myself, oh, I'm done. So I'm just
that's by 8:30. What do you do the rest of the day?
So at 10, I have a class till 12:45. And then at 1, I start chopping up the content so I can start distributing them on YouTube. And then I go from YouTube to Facebook. And then, all
this stuff is so easy. It's like, yo, here's my YouTube chopper. Here's my IG chopper guy. They're chopping it up. You're at school doing whatever you're doing. You can be doing whatever. And you're chopping all these pieces up, dude. You have all these people working with you and together collectively. It's dude, the thing is they could produce 100 chopped pieces of content over the next 7 days that would take you all day to do. And you only have to like 30% of them to make it make sense, maybe, and then you give them feedback. Hey, I don't like this. Here's what I like about that. Like, again, it's repetition. They're constantly communicating. Hey, I don't like this red. I like this red. Hey, I like this blue. I don't like this blue. Hey, I like this entry. Here's why. Hey, I want to have subtext on the bottom. Here's why. Like what you're trying to do is you're trying to instill your insightfulness into them and help them make their job better. Their job gets better. Your job gets easier.
Right.
That all comes through effort and work, dude, like thoughtful. Not like, yo, give it to me, I'll do it better. Yo, give it to me, you can't do a good job. Hey, you're fired, I'm out. Like, communicate, conversate, relate, connect with them, and like grow with them. Like, I'm trying to grow with those guys, dude. Like, last thing you want to do is trying to figure out how to like hire another person. That's the last thing I want to do. It's inevitable, but like that's kind of my position when I'm coming in. How can I, Beacon, this
how can I grow with that person?
This to be true. You're directly in the funnel of mine.
Yeah.
You worked for me for how many months before I ever talked to you? Years. A year,
Yeah.
probably, right?
Almost a year, yeah, like
And
9 or 10
then when
months.
we talk and then we change your role into the position into more this side, I think you sit at home for 4 months and did nothing for me because it wasn't high priority. You're sitting there getting paid doing nothing. It's a true story, right? Or no?
Essentially, I'm definitely more efficient now, for sure.
No, but like, again, we weren't communicating.
Oh no,
I just
not at
knew,
all.
I
Not at
just knew
all.
you were a good person that I'm willing to invest in. If it works today or tomorrow or 10 years from now, I know it's going to work. It's just a matter of when now, right? Your heart's in the right place. Your head needs some work, but we all do. We all need head work, right? But you'll do the work. You're not afraid of the work. You're very your biggest problem, and you and I've talked about this, it's not a problem, it's just reality, is you have ideas galore and you don't shut up. You're like, it's like, dude, pipe that down. That's for, like, you gotta get to that. Listen, ideas are amazing. Implementation of ideas are the best though.
Right.
So, because you got to figure out how to like hand this off to people to help them help you, man. That's really what I'm saying. And you and I promise you, we'll make millions of dollars together over the years. 100%. It's not going to be this year,
Exactly.
but it will happen.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I guess the biggest thing is like it's thoughtfulness and communication, not like just unloading on them in the beginning, leaving, and just expecting them to figure it out. So yeah, I gotta like grow with them, not looking to hire, but is this someone that I can grow with and then keep moving the ball forward?
Dude, you're always going to be disappointed. If you're doing it any other way, you'll always be disappointed. You're never going to have an opportunity to feel good about it. You're always going to get the work and not like it. You're always going to get the work not in a timely manner. You just got to be super clear. Beacon, I need a 15-second video, intro, outro, here's the music, here's the audio file. When you're done, put it here. Here's 3 examples of what I've done in the past. Can you do it, yes or no? Yes, great. 24 hours or less? Yes, great. Now I'm paying attention. Did they get it done? Did they communicate? Does it look good? That's it, dude. It's not hard.
Right. All right.
Dude, chopping up content is the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take much brain power. It's definitely tedious, though. Doesn't take much brain power, though.
What's tedious about it?
No, it's just time consuming and tedious. Like chopping it up.
Why is it time consuming? Is it time consuming to watch it, then chop it up, or what's the time consuming part of it?
No, that's exactly what it is. Like watching it, then chopping it up. And then a lot of times that I find with people is that I have to create the timestamps for them, which is no problem. I would love to be able to give this to someone, be like, hey, does this make sense? Look at this. Does this make sense? You should be able to clip these out. So
what you're doing is, though, you're over accelerating growth. Again, I see this all the time. I've dealt with the same thing. You need to keep sending timestamps. Send them timestamps. Let them get a structure of what you're looking for in a timestamp. How do they do that? Because they're creating the content from the timestamp. Hey, Beacon, I'm going to have you do this 10 times. I want you to listen to what Mark's saying for the next 10 timestamps. I want you to understand the kind of content we're looking to pull out of these conversations. After number 10, is this something you think you could do? Yes or no? Dude, absolutely. I could do this all day. Perfect. Here's a 20-minute audio of Mark talking. You've already done this video before. You already know what timestamps and what pops and what wouldn't. And you're going to hand that to him and say, I want you to go listen to this. I want you to give me the 4 15-second videos you'd pull out of that. And dude, you're going to see what they come up with.
That's crazy. That's the missing piece I was looking. Just allow them the test period, the 10 trials first. I'm just throwing them in the water and then they don't even know they don't know what they're going for. They don't know the style. So being able to just send them the timestamps, allowing them to digest it enough times, then they should be able to build the competence into handling that job themselves. That's exactly what I'm about to start doing.
Dude, again, you think people are smarter than they are, and your expectations are out of control, like all entrepreneurs' expectations. We think everyone knows what we think. We think everyone knows what we know. And if that is the case, why wouldn't we hand off quicker? That's a whole nother conversation. But you need to stop ditch digging, dude, and start handing the shit off. You need to be sitting back in the office, running the operators, digging the big ditches with the big machinery and getting new jobs. You need to be getting bigger jobs. Because, dude, the problem is right now in all businesses, you're marketing and selling 24/7. If you're not marketing and selling 24/7, you don't have a business, dude, period. Right now, all you're doing is working, digging the ditch, right? So this is the problem. Like everyone's like, dude, I'm not making sales. Great. How many offers have you made today? How many people have you talked to about your deals? How many blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
the problem is you're digging the ditch. I'm sitting in the shop, you know, going global, trying to figure out how to hire more people, digging ditch. I'm not saying there's not ditch diggers needed, by the way, but that's not what it should be forever. That's not a growth model. That's a survival model. Get you where you need to go and then grow. Get you where you need to go and grow. Like, we need to be conscious of these activities. Tyrone, you can't get where you want to be without a team, but you need to have them on board with the endpoint journey. Frame the endpoint and direct the team to the finish line. Well, listen, you need to teach them what you think about. You need to share them core values, not just lip service. You definitely need to share the big picture. And you need to know what makes them excited. Money is not necessarily excitement. Money to them, typically to most people, is number 3 or 4 on the line. I know as entrepreneurs and business owners, we don't understand that. But the truth is, money is not necessarily what people are chasing mostly. A lot of times people are chasing, they want to be respected. They want to be heard. They want to have flexibility in their schedule so they can go to their kids' games but still come home and work. They don't want to be micromanaged, from my experience. And then maybe money is number 3 or 4. But don't get it twisted. If you motivate people with money and money's not their motivator, you're going to lose good people. I know. I've done it multiple times. So I broke my own rule. Where my motivation lies in today with what I do, guys and gals, mostly, is I want to inspire people. I want to inspire the people I know that can lead something in our companies. I want to inspire people that will grow and become bigger than I'll be. You know, I'm 42 years old now. Like, there's nothing better than hanging out with Beacon at 22 years old to instill my knowledge and insightfulness to have him take this and run with it. How do I bolt onto his life and business and help him and guide him, shave off 30 years of his life or 20 years of his growth life in business? I've been there, done that. Well, that's worth something. He doesn't have to give me a percentage. I won't help him if he doesn't give me a percentage, but he doesn't have to. It's not a requirement. Why wouldn't I want a percentage, though? I know my value. I know he's a workhorse. I know I'm betting on the jockey. Anybody could do videos. In my opinion, I think most people could do short 15-second videos fairly easy. I don't think it's anything to set the world on fire. But how do we do it efficiently, effectively? More importantly, how is it profitable to the person we're doing them for? And when you start coming with those mindsets, I could sell 100 people into Beacon's program for $1,000 a month. Now we just turned it into $1 million a year business overnight. But the thing is we could never do that today because it's not equipped or designed to be able to facilitate that kind of influx. So we got to constantly be driving this, constantly be sharing the big picture. I believe Beacon will make millions of dollars in his lifetime, 100% per year. The question is when. Beacon, when do you think you're going to start doing it?
Multi-millions.
No, just start off with $1 million, my man. Start off with $1 million first.
I'll give myself like 3 years, 2 years. 2 to 3 years. I don't know what. Once I get past that 6-figure range, I'm sure acceleration's at a whole different level. Operations are at such a whole different level. I'll be able to grow exponentially at that point. So I would say 2 years. Once I break that 6-figure range, I'm sure getting to that.
What's stopping you from breaking 6 figures now then?
Yeah, just really getting my team dialed in so that, like you just said, the product itself is at a point where it proves its value and it's proving that it's bringing some sort of profitable value to another business.
Well, let me ask people here, because we have a lot of people listening here. Do you think it's valuable? Do you think if you woke up 12 months from now and you had 250 15-second videos on social media, do you think if you had 250 videos on YouTube, do you think if you had 250 posts on Twitter, do you think if you had 250 posts on LinkedIn, do you think your business would be better or worse? See, the thing is, it's not an indirect, it's not like marketing where I spend $1 and I get $1.50 back today. You know, my ROAS, I'm not looking for return on advertising spend immediately. What I'm looking at you as an asset builder for me. You're building my brand. You're building my awareness. You're streamlining my processes. You're taking my heightened moments, the stuff I say naturally that you see and you're like, dude, that's amazing. I'm like, huh? That's like, we talk about this every day. But I'm so close to it, I can't even see it. I can't even touch it. That's why I'm talking to you. Like I'm too emotionally attached to my own bullshit I'm talking out loud, right? So what happens, you can see it from outside in, you could break it down and you could share it with the world in a better way than I could ever do it because my mind's not thinking creativity. So I'm not knocking the creativity out of you. I'm just saying, one, you need to get tighter on your numbers, 2 or 3 years. That means you have no clue. So you need to say 3 years come hell or high water. You need to stop thinking about it. And you need to start believing it. More importantly, start doing the work to get it. So if I'm making that march, dude, my first march is get to 6 figures. Once I get past 6 figures, now I'm going to start plotting a little differently. But I'm not thinking about millions until I hit 6. Let's hit 6 figures first. Once we do that, you can help people get, dude, you're stealing from the world. You're stealing from your greatness because you're not streamlining, and you're carrying all this stress and pressure on your back because you feel like shit when you go to bed and you didn't do the job you're supposed to do for me. Because you got busy, you got overwhelmed, you got frustrated, you had a snag or this, you know what I mean? So you got to keep score, you got to keep track. Because like, dude, you start bringing in other people, they pay you $2,000 a month or whatever the number is, and now all of a sudden you're not performing. Not only are you going to get blasted, you're going to get refunds and chargebacks, and it's going to be rough.
Yeah, definitely want to get all that ironed out before having to bring that on.
So iron it out with my money. That's what you're doing, trying to figure it out. I'm cool with it. Here's the thing is, dude, I'm investing in people. A lot of you guys, I'm sharing this with you guys because a lot of you, Beacon, you've been 3 years now? I don't even know how long. 2?
A little over 2, just a little over 2.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I've invested in many people like Beacon over the years. Some work out really well, some don't work out. But I invest in people, man. I want to be rolling with. I can't imagine me 50 years old, Beacon's 30 years old. We're hanging out on the back of my yacht and we're laughing about this moment. I think about that shit. That's what I'm thinking about because I know it's doable. I know it's doable.
Yeah.
And I know that my job is not just to make money. My job is to instill knowledge. You take the knowledge and go do the work. I can't be digging the ditches and all the ditches all across the country, all across the world. I need multiple ditch diggers, but I'm going to teach you how to be a better ditch digger. I'm going to teach you how to be a better business owner and builder. So that's how my mind's thinking. It's like, how many beacons can I go find? How many beacons can find me? You know what I mean, Beacon? We've talked about this. You know this to be true.
Right. And it's funny because as you're saying that, now I'm finding who can be my ditch digger. Regardless, I'll always be digging a ditch, but it's like now I'm moving up the totem pole.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Well, we got to look at what you're doing and then start reverse engineering. If I said, Beacon, I got 10 clients for you, you could not do it. See, the problem is you want 6 figures a year, but you're not equipped to handle 6 figures a year. So if you say this is what I want, who do I need to become to get it? Well, I need to get better streamlines. I need to have a simpler process. I need to have a better onboarding. I need to have better expectation building with my clients and I. Like, what's my expectations? If you brought in a new client, you guys sit down and have an onboarding expectation call. What's our expectation? Because you and I had this challenge, remember? Like, you're thinking it needs to be this over the top. I'm like, dude, I just want simple stuff.
I almost scared you away actually going through that process.
Yeah, I just want simple. I want easy, simple to understand. Me and my people, we're like simple people. We want it. Don't give me. I don't want to sugarcoat it. Shoot straight. Let's go. Shoot straight. Let's go. If we can create content and keep that repetition going, dude, we should be getting out 5, 10, 15, 20 pieces of content a day. How do we do that? Could it be 15-second clips, 30-second clips, 6-hour clips, whatever it is. Dude, I'm doing enough stuff. You know that through podcast shows, through this show, through the other shows I'm doing with other people, and all these different, all my business and stuff that we're doing. I mean, we have content galore. I have content that people's never even seen or heard of.
Tons.
How to find deals, how to find money, how to get access to deals, like how to send an email and make millions of dollars a year. Like, we have all this stuff. So ideally, you get someone that's good at categorizing content. Then you find someone that's good at parsing off content. Then you have someone that's good at deploying the content. Because creating it, a lot of people are great at creating content. They're just terrible at deploying it in a systematic formula. Like every Monday, like our Wakey 444, everyone should be getting an email every day from Mark Evans at 4:44 a.m. That's what I'm known for. How cool, asking you guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you could get on a list and get a daily motivational quote from me at 4:44 a.m. So I could queue up at 4:44 a.m., wakey, boom, have a punchy, cool little text thing in there, get your day started. It's positive. It's moving forward. Boom, 444. Now I'm entrenching in your world. Now you're expecting it. I want to send it to you. I'd love to do that. I love that shit. Because that's the stuff we need to be talking about. That's the stuff we need to be building. That's the stuff you can carry off into another client and say, hey, let me control your email. Let me send an email out once a day, once a week, once a whatever. Let me get you more clients, more eyeballs. When you guys say you want more deals, more business, more sales, blah, 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 my first question is always, how many times have you asked for it? That's always the question, but you can ask for it in different formulas. One-on-one, sending an email, doing a podcast show, doing a video, there's a million different ways to get your message out. One of the best ways is sending an email. If I can send an email to 100,000, by the way, we send millions of emails out a day, but if I can send an email out to 10,000 clients or 1,000 people or 100 people, I can send one email saying, do you have money to invest in a deal? Yes or no. I just asked 100 people with a click of a button, one button. How hard would it be for you to go ask 100 people one-on-one for money? It's way different. By the way, I'm not saying the outcome's the same either. Because sometimes you only need one person. If it's your boy or gal or whatever, it's like, yo, Beacon, man, I need 150 G's for this deal, blah, 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 boom, here you go, as opposed to sending a global email. But there's ways to do that make it look very personable, very connection, like your boys or gals. And, then you take the 100-person list and get it down to 10. Now you focus your energy on the 10 people because they have money, they want to do deals, and they've done deals, and they want to do more. See, guys, what I've realized is as I'm getting bigger in my business and life, financially and professionally, I'm understanding why people want to give money for deals. I'd rather give money for deals than own the deals now. I own a lot of stuff, but it's just more, it's Mickey Mouse for me. It's not scalable like I like. I can scale money. Banks do it. Insurance companies do it. I can scale that side. I can't scale necessarily the operations procedures to grow to 300 deals a month. That's just not, I don't, even if I could, I don't want to. It's not enjoyable for me. It's not where my heart's at. It's not, but like, hey, how do I turn it into a cash cow, make a decent residual, step back, take that money, put it over here. Okay, cool. I got these two things now. Okay, how do I step back and build this here? See, I'm not trying to be the biggest local real estate investor. I'm not trying to be the biggest financial mentor and all that stuff. That's not what I'm trying to do. See, a lot of people are trying to be the biggest and the best. I want to be the best, but I don't want to be the biggest. The biggest doesn't mean you make more money necessarily, by the way. So I'm paying attention to my numbers and what I want. And that's what I'm doing. So that's a whole nother, it's called the me economy. So Beacon, anything else on this, man?
No, honestly, that just gave me some things to implement. And I definitely think I'm going to start seeing more results and getting out of this little brain fog that I feel like I'm in, because it's like a fog, because, being the central hub of all the work that needs to be unloaded or done, it's like my brain is going 100 miles per hour. So now that I can step aside and see, okay, if I need to hire a chopper, what does a chopper need to do? What does that look like? Get that streamlined in some sort of email or some sort of document that is very simple to break down, and then just start running through there. And then also, I'm not going to try to overload myself and think I can hire every single position at once. So I'm going to just start with that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm just going to start with that, see if I can find someone effective there, and then I'll move to the next one right there. And I have some people in mind. So this is great. I love it.
So this is cool, man. This is what I think about, and I want to share with the people here. Beacon, you're here. So I picture, number one, what you said, if you know it or not, we're using terminology that would be specific to who you're rolling with. So, yo, I need my chopper. Where's my chopper? So you walk into the club. Yo, where's my chopper? What's up, chopper? That means something to you. Yo, where's my blah, blah, blah. Like, you create these terms that creates a language. A language creates a connection and a bond. That's why there's secret languages, secret handshakes, because it creates a connection and a bond with specific people, right? Not only that, these are core things, by the way. These are stuff like you'd want to entrench people in your tribe. But so you have that going on. And then not only that, dude, I genuinely think you should have all my content into a massive, area where it's been categorized and organized and all that. Because the truth is, dude, my goal when I'm 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever, and I've accomplished way bigger things, is how do we create a documentary with me? And I would want you to lead that up, because you would know me better than anybody, because you would see the raw, genuine, well, besides my wife and my family, but, my genuine raw footage. You would be able to organize it so much easier than if someone had to watch 3,000, hours of videos of me. You could take that and document it and organize it and clean it up. That's how I'm thinking way bigger, 10 years, 20, 30 years down the road.
Right.
You know, just like what you did for my birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife, for my birthday, she got all these people to like send in these cool videos and send it without my knowledge, and everyone sent it to Beacon, and Beacon put together a cool 20-something minute video, almost 30-minute video. So you're seeing private messages people are sending me. So these messages one day might end up on the big screen, and I'm not joking, like on the big screen of like, maybe I do something spectacular. I hope in my life I do, but maybe I do and it gets recognized somehow. And they're like, yo, man, we need to come together and put together a documentary, a docu-series or something. You know what I mean? And you're like, yo, I'm the guy.
I can definitely picture that happening very soon too.
So why can't, like, that's how you need to be thinking. That can't happen with you doing it all yourself, you know?
Right.
So like, that's the stuff I'm thinking, like, because what is the person that does all that when there's people that love like taking all the videos and like categorizing it, like Mark's talking about health here, wealth here, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Usually someone that specializes in like collages, like trailers, things of that nature, where they're like, they have an eye and they can just go ahead, decipher, you know, out of 50 videos, they can go ahead and take literally top 15 best shots, and then out of that make some sort of quote unquote movie / trailer. So,
dude,
yeah.
I mean, listen, and guys, I'm sharing this openly because this is the stuff this is what's in these notebooks. No joke. That's what's in these notebooks. Is like when I was watching the Michael Jordan thing, The Last Dance, I'm thinking like, dude, they should be writing a story about me one day like this. They should be writing a story about Beacon one day. They should be writing a story about all of us like this. How do we get on that screen? How is that us? Not necessarily Michael Jordan. I'm not trying to be him, but like, dude, if they're writing a story about Michael Jordan smoking a cigar in his house and he's talking about how hard he is and all this stuff, like you have to do great shit to get on TV like that. So I want to aspire to do great stuff. You know, I'm plotting with Beacon, like he knows me better. Boom, they go to Beacon. Now Beacon's like creating a movie or whatever. Like, I mean, and I know a guy actually creates a lot of these Netflix docu-series, Nick. And, you know, there's definitely an opportunity to do that eventually. But I got to do something big. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we all are, there's no reason we all can't do something big enough to be on that TV. You know? And by the way, when I say TV, it doesn't necessarily have to be out to the world, even though that's my goal. It might be just a big screen TV to my kids. My great grandkids, 20 layers deep, when they're sitting there seeing me. Remember, like what we would see, like a VHS tape. It's like a little foggy, a little old school. But by the time my kid, like, not deep down the line, like I want them to see me. It's like, hey guys, you know, my goal is to break the family financial tree. I think I've done it. You better not mess it up. Let me explain. And then I go down my 27 life lessons of what I would teach them if I was still around. What got me to where I'm at? What's getting me to, you know, what got them, their parents, their grandparents, their great grandparents, like. You know, just share that big story. You know what I mean?
That's some powerful stuff. I love that. That's documenting the process. I definitely want to get to that point. But that's awesome. I don't know if a lot of people are thinking about doing that, but that's like leaving a legacy at a whole different level. And that's another thing I could pitch to people. Like, how would you feel if you had all these videos and you can go ahead and, you know, show it to your family, this, that, and the third? Like, it's way bigger than just a post on social.
It's way bigger than that for sure. You know that. I know that. But again, let's get it going, man. Get that team built up. It's coming. But the thing is you're sitting here dreaming about millions, but you can't make tens of thousands yet. You don't have the infrastructure. This is the frustrating part about people. They get frustrated like, I'm not making the money I want. It's because you're not the person you need to be. That's the answer. You need to become a different person, a different function. You need to understand how this stuff really works to get to that next level. Because, dude, you're not worth $100,000. No one's going to pay you $100,000 a month at a real job, right? But
Never.
You can create an infrastructure and get 50 people paying you $2,000, or 25 people paying you $4,000, or I mean, we could go down that whole path, or 10 people paying you $10,000. But you could do that if you brought enough value to them. You know. So we got to get to the six-figure point before we get to the million point. And again, this goes for every person listening to this audio. You have to stop. You're overwhelmed. You're getting yourself overwhelmed with millions of dollars, but yet I can't even make 100,000. You see the disconnect. This is the anxiety. This is the frustration. This is the overwhelming feeling that people have. Because then you go on social and you think everyone's rich. You go on social, everyone has Ferraris and Lambos and yachts and jets and all this shit. It's all out of context. What do you want? Let's reverse engineer what you need to, who you need to become, how your business needs to look, who's on the team, what's your core values, what's your terminology, you know, what terms, like, yo, you're the slicer, you're the dicer, you're the cutter, you're the producer, you're the whatever, like, boom, and now all of a sudden you have a team. Now I'm looking to fill roles. Right now, if I said, Beacon, who do you need to hire? You're like, you know, whatever. But I need a cutter. I need a producer. I need a creator. That would mean something. There'd be context to that. The cutter simply goes through every one of Mark's videos and creates 15 to 30 second implement, boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's their job. It's very easy to know what I got to do now as an employee, you know?
Right.
Produce.
Man,
I need that final thing in MP4 format. They need to be uploaded to blah, 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 labeled as this, looking like that. Up, you know, like, these are the things I'm constantly thinking about of how to push the needle forward, man.
Well, you just helped me just like decompartmentalize all of that in my head just now. So I don't even have to think about it. And you know me, I think too much. I'm just doing. Just gonna do it. Just gonna walk through that process, and I might find myself quicker than I thought I'd get to get there. Honestly, so yeah.
Well, cool. Maybe we'll partner up one day and you'll make me some money.
No, we will, and that'll happen soon for sure.
I know we will. You and I've talked about it, so I'm excited for it, man. And guys, this is true. Like, you see me on this side and think, oh God, this guy's got to figure. I don't have it all figured out. I'm far from that, but I do believe in people. I do believe in the right people. Sometimes I mess up and believe the wrong people. But the truth is, I know if I find a great person and I can incite some knowledge, maybe even some investment capital, and more importantly, use me as the case study or the whatever, like, to me, there's no better opportunity for all of us. Like, so if you're younger thinking no one will talk to you because you don't have money, dude, the truth is I have money. I want to talk to younger guys. I want you working harder than me. That's the goal. I have 20 years on this guy. Why wouldn't he work harder than me? There's nothing wrong with hard work. As long as we both know our roles and responsibilities, it is what it is. It's not a good or bad thing. It just is what it is. If I'm a CEO and you're the COO or vice versa, I don't care. I just want to do work. Like, I personally just want to be a board member. I don't even want to be a CEO. I just want to be on the board. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But like, most of you guys are trying to be the king ding-a-ling swinging CEOs. That's cool. I used to be the same way. Now I'm beyond that. I'm past that. I want to be, and I'm not better than that. I'm just beyond it. I don't want to be there. I don't want to run the day-to-days. I want to run the big thought processes and conversations that develop and grow, strategic relationships and all that, right? So, Beacon, thanks for putting yourself out there and letting us learn. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dylan. What's up, guys? So, Beacon, anything else?
Oh, nope. My goal by the end of the week is to find someone in a position to do this. They might not be the one, but find someone to start doing, to be my chopper, my slicer and dicer.
You got to go on the date, man. Get on the date, see what they can do. That's all you can do, man.
The date.
See, the problem is most people are picking out their wedding flowers before they even go on a date. You know, just take your time, slow roll it, have a conversation. Hi, like everyone's like, dude, what do I say to raise money? Hi, my name's Mark. No, really, what do you say? Well, that's how you start all conversations. Hi. Like, again, you're overthinking it. It's not like people are out there saying, yo, man, don't talk to, like, they want to talk to you. People that have money want more money. Just so you know, heads up, if they have money, they want more. I know, because I'm one of them. And every one of my neighbors here wants more money. All my boys that I'm in business with, we all want more money, right, Beacon? So It's like, it's not like we're mad if you hit us up for money. We're mad if you hit us up for a handout. We're never mad if you hit us up for a good opportunity to make money with you, ever. You know what I mean? So just so you guys know, get on the reel, stay focused, get the results. I got to bounce. I just realized it's 9:40, and I'm Chatty Cathy today. I'm excited. I missed you guys. That's what it was. Thinking about you guys. If you have a big subject you'd like to talk about, please private message me. I'd love to know. In the meantime, make sure to check out Magician vs. Mule if you don't have it. Magician vs. Mule. Get it, Amazon, get it delivered, read it. More importantly, if it helped you, go over and leave a review. It would mean a lot to me. Plus, check it out on Instagram. Today I'll be sharing with you the owl we saved, I hope. I believe they came and picked it up already. But little baby owl that was in our driveway was pretty cool. So thinking about you. Hope all's well. Follow me on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. Appreciate it, guys. Happy Monday. Peace.